I think I'm okay now.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl?
Greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Whoa, she's so well-mannered. My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine. I came through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery. Just now I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't, as long as you watch your step. Accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
Oh,
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us?
Aw, what a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon.
You're welcome.
If only there were more.
Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was going to run into you, I would have...
Hope you're taking notes, Traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon.
What do you think, sir? Are Liyue's snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
no, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
Iridescence Tour?
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation. At least, all the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals.
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my...
Oh, I love listening to stories.
We want to hear it.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention. And when he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separate, in the end all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide. Just after generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called The Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody,
Wow!
well, yes. As it stands now, it's become a touch too romantic and detached from reality. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth.
Well, I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel.
Paimon too! It's like... imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way. Paimon would definitely remember that for their...
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years.
Oh, so you finally found...
Yes, in fact, that's an... I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom. But more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival. So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral. And as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind. A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue. So I followed their advice and made my way here. Right? You get it. I knew...
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure... Rex Lapis has returned to the world! Just give me some incense and a little more towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of...
Don't worry, Yao Yao. We have a lot of experience with this. And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over more of, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of more on several bottles of...
Oh dear.
Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to you? I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss if you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was going to take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it...
You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern, right?
All right. Well, my sincere thanks.
Okay, everyone. Please follow me. I'll be your guide. Remember?
Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job!
Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last. It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new...
Well, we are here during Lantern Ride after all. It only comes once a year, so they... Oh! It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
Great. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself. The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
Hi, everyone. Fancy meeting you all here. What?
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends. They are...
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak, right? I've known them all for quite a while.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence Tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to...
Feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence Tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show...
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Lantern Rite celebrations?
A Lantern Rite music festival? Yeah.
No, I'm actually here on
Oh, so no Lantern Rite music festival?
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I...
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge.
Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Kuching and Miss Ningguang can make any anything happen.
You mean... what?
This is the perfect opportunity! Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion. That's the spirit! See, even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists. My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able to get something going.
But what about you, Xinyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
What do you take me for? If we actually managed to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Okay. I'll give it a shot. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this. Yao Yao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Okay, I promise I will. Good luck with your music, Xinyan.
You've got this, Xinyan!
Neighborhood.
Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't seen you in days, Master! I've missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the lantern rite, are we?
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival!
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say?
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it. For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or...
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations. Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth. Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated. And so, I look forward to it immensely.
Hear, hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yao Yao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with, yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Thanks, Madam Ping! We'll see you again soon!
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
Ganyu!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried chingshin leaves make a great pot of tea that's... I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep.
Well, this is weird. It's It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Ah, Paimon will do the honors. What's wrong? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go.
It may be.
Oh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, the iridescence tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music.
All very valid.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, let's reserve a space at the docks. Yes, my thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some polish. As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the Traveler have both given the idea their blessing, Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Liyue, as well.
Oh, yes, certainly. Let's step to the side and discuss.
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever.
I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So I'm good at taking care of people, so that can be left to me.
Wow. Hey, Yo-Yo, can you take care of Paimon too? Paimon's getting hungry again.
I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of your favorite dishes next time we meet. Apart from lotus flower crisps, what else do you like?
Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
Here's what I've drafted so far.
No, this is excellent. I'm right.
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy. Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping up our discussion here. Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this. I will inform the Qixing of this development immediately. Please give me a moment to pass on the message. Yao Yao, thank you for bringing my herbs. I will make sure to take them.
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. You mustn't just chew them raw.
I will.
Okay, I should be getting back. If Yo-Yo stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick. Everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy Lantern Rite.
Thank you, Yao Yao. Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
We should go get dinner together sometime!
Greetings, Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak.
Yay! That's awesome!
Please, the Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new. As such, it is my privilege to work.
Thank you so much, Keqing. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again. Never in my wildest dreams could I... Right. Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this...
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exact for a musician. Music will always be the language they are most fluent in. Oh, that.
Oh,
Ganyu? What's wrong?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have...
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor... To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I am part human and part Qilin. I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
You bet they're real! Trying to track them down is tough, though. Like Julian Karst itself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite...
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten but if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
I see. I think I understand the situation now.
Yes, that was also my thought.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to her network and try to find the... How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days, as long as I don't sleep.
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your health.
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from Kuching.
Be it but 3 moons from the start, he who returns is not he that departs. Even I know the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
In that case, 3 days.
All right, I can work with that.
If you have the time, would you join me for this search? You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company. Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
Watch this space, Mr. Dvorak.
You're all so helpful and kind. I really...
Just think. Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. Wouldn't that be amazing? It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what this festival's all about.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stops to make this lantern rite a true extravaganza.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming too!
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What...
Lady Yuhang?
Baiwen, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival. I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, but I'm worried that if we don't act right away...
I understand. In that case,
Yeah, Kuching, you're busy enough as it is. Leave it to us. Don't worry, whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it.
With the Traveler on the case, it's as good as dealt with. Thank you. This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang about the situation. Once it's resolved...
Will do! And say hi to Ningguang for us!
you have my thanks too. Stay safe and come back.
Good luck.
Byron said the strange tune was coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything.
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this.
Yuan! How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack!
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Fair enough.
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter.
The doors and the windows are all fine. How strange. It looks like it's been looted, except for the fact that there's no... The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but... Then how do you explain why the door and windows are intact?
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories?
Yaelon, you didn't hide...
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Okay, well... Paimon gives up...
What about you? Give up as well? Your instincts are pretty good. Or perhaps it's not instinct. The strange melody is one of the few pieces of... Let me share a folk story with you. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside, but it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune. Meant to escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind. The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained. Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee. The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great... The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal. On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using... Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit...
As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down. Let's take it. It works better for me, too. See you when I see you. And happy Lantern Rite.
Yaelon's such a pro at this. Whoosh! Random event, a strange melody. Although, it's kind of a shame that we never... Right? How could anyone not be? When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, and most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fun. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes. Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back... Byron, we're back! Everything's all sorted!
That's great news! Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind.
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super...
On the contrary, I think it is those that I... Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand... Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a Simply put, there will always be work...
Whoa, you're already thinking that far ahead?
Well, we can discuss more I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yeah, it looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name. Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend. On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that... If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps...
Oh, they're gonna love them. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and Heroes of the Past sound like a...
Well, let's hope so. I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu. I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming...